Car manufacturers for many years, I should say vehicle manufacturers in the United States, have for many years been selling us vehicles and calling them the larger they are, the safer they are. Well, there's reasons for that. One is that large SUVs and pickup trucks are tremendously overpriced, and it's the same reason restaurateurs would love to sell alcohol. The markup on alcohol is insane, and so they can make a lot more money. The same with these large, poorly made vehicles. The markup on them is just crazy. On the sticker, as compared to sedans, they do not have to divulge how much of the car is made in other countries, and so they can write "Made in the USA" on them. When in fact they were made in Mexico and China. They were assembled in the United States, but all the component parts are made in other countries largely. So, but the point is they're safe, which is of course not true. The higher the center of gravity on any vehicle, including some SUVs, including some crossovers, I should have said, is higher than on sedans. And the thing that kills you when they say they're bigger, they're safer, that's a very American thing, because all they're thinking about is people hitting other people in cars. And that is not the primary type of accident that kills people or maims people or disfigures or injures people. Primarily, we are dealing with physical obstacles, and we are dealing with physics. Physics is primarily rollovers, and again, with a pickup truck or a large SUV, the primary problem is rollover. Pull down your front driver's visor, and right there it says, "Hey, this vehicle is more likely to roll over. Don't be an idiot." But people die all the time in rollovers. People who drive SUVs and pickup trucks are less likely to use their seatbelt. And even with a seatbelt on, it's a horrible situation when the car rolls and rolls. And people can die from that regularly. And they haven't hit any other car. They just lost control. And over they go, and their bodies get put in a mixer and cannot survive that situation. The other thing, and again, when you buy these big cars, you're thinking, ho, 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 when I come up against that sedan isn't gonna win. You're not gonna come up with a sedan. There's a good possibility if you do come up with another car, which is a little bit less likely to happen, it's going to be another pickup truck or an SUV. But the next thing that's more likely to kill you is physical obstacles. A wall, a tree, a patch of black ice does not care how big your car is. It doesn't care if I'm driving a big semi. I'd rather have a fully loaded semi pulling, a trailer that's fully loaded but that's neither here nor there. We're talking about pickup trucks and large SUVs. A tree does not care how heavy you are. It will kill you. It will impale you. It will stop you on a dime, as will a wall. Losing control on ice on the road, where you have a larger vehicle that takes longer to stop, whether there's ice or not. But if there is ice, your vehicle is going to go on for a long time. And when you run into that bridge abutment, it's not going to say, "Oh, that's a big car. I guess I'm going to have to stop it gently and slowly because it's such a big car." No, that bridge abutment is going to say, "I don't even know you. Stop." And your entire body is going to be destroyed. even with an airbag. An airbag may save your torso, but your legs are destroyed. They've gone up into your abdomen. It's one of those horrible stories. The third thing is that at least some studies show that people who drive SUVs and pickup trucks don't drive very well. Of course, everybody thinks I drive great. But when you get into a car and you think, I'm safe because this car weighs 1,000 more pounds than some of the other cars on the road, so I'm safe. I can do whatever I want on the road. That's a good way to be dead. And lots worse things can happen than being dead. You can be in an ugly situation for the rest of your life where you cannot function or your functionality is greatly compromised. That ain't pretty, to be around your grandchildren, and yeah, you don't want to do that. So, bottom line is, if you want a safe car, keep one that gives you more control, where you can not be the subject of rollovers.